Greetings and salutations, viewers. I'm StarPrincessHLC, and welcome back to the Hanged Man. When I last left off, poor little Will here was still kind of wandering about in this, what I am assuming a mental asylum that has been since abandoned, in search of his pet rat, Pop. And so far we've had quite a few creepy moments, including a random crying, which I don't know where it actually is coming from. Just saying, it's really creepy. It's not in here. Not in here. Not in here. But somebody's crying, and we need to figure out who. Nope, it's not in this room. I don't know, I just keep hearing crying, and I don't know where it's coming from. Maybe here. Oh yeah, the monster's driving me out of here, and you don't want to leave. I forgot about that. It's a weird situation all around. Can't lie on that one. And yet it still continues outside. I don't get that one. Okay, so let's see where we go from here. Because I ended up getting another map. I got area map 2. Which doesn't really tell me much other than 1411 is crossed out. And I think I was already in 1411, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Something opened. This opened. Oh. There it is again. Sounds like someone crying. Probably because it is someone crying. I'm going to save now because that just sounds creepy. Alright, well there's nothing on the shelves. There's a mirror. I can't go through there, so... Cabinet contains some old documents. Nothing of interest, huh, Will? Okay. Nothing of importance on the shelf, nothing in the trash can. What are these? Nope, these aren't important to you, Will. Fair enough. Empty cans of juice. Can we take one of those cans? We could probably use it as a weapon or a distraction of some kind in case we get attacked by something. No, that would be too easy, wouldn't it? Won't open. Huh? What? What just happened? I saw my shadow crying and I fell down in pain or something. This is why I hate the dark. Because there's always something there. I can relate, buddy. I can relate.
Okay, well, good night.
Mom?
Yes?
It's nothing.
Could you leave the light on, please?
If you say so. Good night.
When it's night and the room goes dark, he always appears. He never says a word. He's just there. He must be a mime. Mimes can be pretty creepy, not gonna lie. I try to call for Mom, but it's pointless. He disappears once the lights come on. Just who is he? Does he want to tell me something? Is he my friend? Or is he...
You've got guts to take a nap here, kid.
Hey, Keith! Haven't seen you in a while.
You? What did you come here for?
He's a police officer. He's making sure you don't get hurt. Duh.
Did you find your rat?
Nope. Briefly, but he ran off.
Just leave him. I'm sure he'll have a fine life out in the wild.
True. I'm sure he'll find a plenty of female rats to impregnate. Unless he's fixed, then you're screwed. And maybe he can go off to be a famous chef in France.
Now, how about you give up and head home, Mr. William Morton?
Huh? Why do you...
Word of advice, when you run from home, don't bring your student ID. Even if you do, hide it in your jacket.
Huh.
You can't just take people's things.
So what is it you skipped school and came all this way for?
Exactly. And ran away from David, your cousin, I guess.
How about this then? What kind of business do you have with David?
Hmm.
I'm asking you what you want with David, resident at 135 Womack Street. What's your relation to him?
He's my cousin.
I'm his cousin. No, stop snooping already.
One more thing. Are you receiving any threats?
Huh?
Threats?
Demon child, huh? That's one worrying letter to be walking around with.
Give that back!
Answer my question. Or would you rather be lectured by a scary officer at the police station?
Got a point there.
I'm not being threatened. I think.
I think you would know if you were.
Huh?
I said give it back. Why do you know David? Does he know you?
Yeah, we had a bit of an adventure on the last game. It was a weird experience. You'd have to kind of be there to know it.
Met him a while back. Now we go drinking sometimes. So what's your story?
It's none of your business.
Really? Well, go off and look for your rat.
You come with me.
What?
And why should I?
Well, to be fair, he's a police officer. He should be protecting you.
'Cause I'm...
Speak up, kid.
Because he's scared of being alone in the dark.
'Cause I'm scared walking around here on my own. You just laughed, didn't you?
No, he was crying tears of joy. What do you think, kid?
I'm not laughing.
Liar.
Oh, I'm the liar. Why would you be getting scared now? You were waltzing around here just fine earlier.
Because Pop was with me. That's why I could still handle it.
Eh?
If Pop's there, I'm fine. If I listen to Pop, we'll always be okay.
You know, he's gonna think you're crazy at this point, just saying.
I should have known. I shouldn't have come here. Way out to this town. In all this snow. Pop tried to stop me. He said I shouldn't, but I kept insisting.
You hit your head, kid? If you really think your rat's talking to you, you ought to visit a hospital.
To be fair, I don't know what's real or not in these games. After everything you've experienced, dude. Just saying.
If Pop doesn't come back, what do I do? It's so cold, and I'm all alone. What if...
I think you'll be alright.
Hey now, don't cry. You're 14, right? Can't go crying that easily.
Everybody's allowed to cry, Keith, I'm sure. Your wife cried plenty when your child died.
I'm not crying.
Listen, this building's full of rats. Seen a bunch along the way. Does yours have any identifying features?
He's pink.
His right leg's bent. There's a little fur missing on it.
Alright. If I catch him, I'll bring him to you. But don't get your hopes up. You can keep searching some, but be ready to give up if you don't find him. You're not staying here past nightfall. Got that?
Right.
You won't come with me?
Do I look like I came here for a relaxing stroll? I'm busy with work here.
Just who are you?
I'm a detective.
Yes.
And why are you here?
That, my friend, is none of your business.
Yeah, confidential. You wouldn't understand.
Well, what's your name?
Keith.
Keith, now get on your way.
You're not gonna say anything else, Keith? Okay, well. A clutch bag. Maybe it's Keith's. All the years you suffered, those were the best years of your life. George Schmid.
Hey, stop digging around in there.
What? I was looking for my rat.
Don't threaten me! Is that photo yours? That's this building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. I'm borrowing it. Although, my dad will give it back.
Hey, there's something on the other side. I thought I heard sobbing from the other room, but there's no one there, is there? Maybe because the lights turned back on? Because Keith is here?
Hey, what kind of building is this anyway? A hospital?
It was an old mental hospital. It got shut down ages ago, though.
Yeah. All the patients were turning into Wendigos.
After millionaire Jim Cork bought up the forest, it was repurposed as a homeless shelter for a few years.
Then they start turning into Wendigos.
Shelter?
A place the homeless could call home.
Until they start turning into Wendigos.
Was that incident 15 years ago thing true? What was it about?
Sorry, I'm not really one to tell spooky stories to people liable to wet their pants.
Rude.
This building's strange. There are these shadows or something, and locked doors opening up all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Locked doors? Well, that'd be me.
Huh?
Unlike you, little trespasser, I have permission to be here, so I also borrowed some of the keys. Of course it's old, so lots have been lost to time.
Yep.
But still, there are these shadow things. They're moving all around.
Oh yeah, shadows everywhere, because it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
and you're freaked out, so you think they're moving.
He's got a point there. But considering the world that these games take place in, I'd say there is some bit of paranormal activity going on there. I mean, again, ask your buddy David, who dealt with a dead hanged man who was haunting his apartment. And then, of course, you got little Sophia, who believes in fairies. So, yeah, just saying. It's open now.
Hey, Keith. Did you unlock this door?
Who knows? Must have been unlocked already.
I tried it earlier, it was locked. Wow, it's dark in here. I can barely see a thing. Oh, right. I have a flashlight! I got a key out of it. Anything down this way? I'm back out here again. And Keith is still just hanging out in here, huh? Huh. This is probably my safe zone. I'm gonna save here. Okay, well. I guess if there's nothing else, I'm gonna leave. Okay, nothing in this room. Oh. Okay, those just kind of loop around, do they? Fair enough. See ya, Keithy boy. So what key did I exactly get? Document room. Alright. Down I go then. Hopefully nothing happens while I'm going down the stairs. Cause I think document room might be all the way on the bottom. Past the dining room. In the reception hall somewhere. I gotta figure out where to go here. Aha! That's where you come from.
Pop?
Pop?
Pop. Good, I found you.
Good. Can we get out of here now?
Come on down, Pop. Let's go. This place is just...
Creepy as all hell? Yes.
You can't get down? Wait there. I'll get you down.
Okay, something up on the shelves, but I can't reach it. What's this? Something on the ground. Tarot cards? I don't want to have a reading now. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay, hang on. Hang on, Pop. I'll get you down. I got a ladder. Movable ladder.
Pop!
Oh, come on! I was just kidding
Why did you
you!
run away, Pop?
What is wrong with this stupid rat? He's supposed to be so sentient. Well, I got a tabloid. The tragedy that befell the homeless. The Happy Murders. Are you familiar with a certain incident that occurred in the deep woods on the outskirts of Marvel Hill? Yeah, it was right across from DC Lake. Deep Woods Hospital, which once accommodated patients with mental illness, was abandoned in 1970 and long neglected. But it was later purchased, woods and all, by one Jim Cork, famous millionaire and philanthropist, kind of like what Keith was kind of telling us. Cork made use of the old hospital as a shelter for the homeless, calling in priests to open a chapel and running a social action program. That's nice of him. Yet, all this came to an end with that gruesome incident which would come to be called the Happy Murders. One winter day, a priest in the chapel noticed something amiss with the shelter's residents. He attempted to question them as they kept suspiciously silent, and soon discovered 5 corpses in the building. The causes of death all differed, from stabbing to strangling, and they were also found in all different locations. Yet there was a common feature. The bodies were all in plain sight, hanging from a rope in the room. After police questioning, 5 among the residents confessed to murder. As to their motives, they gave various reasons, having an argument or having never liked their victim. But they spoke not a word about the bodies hanging from ropes. The police announced that the most recent corpse was 3 days dead, and the oldest corpse had been dead for 3 weeks. Ew. Now you're noticing something bizarre, aren't you? In the 3 weeks since the first murder, 4 other murders took place. and the homeless residing in the shelter decided not to report them, but to go on pretending they didn't see a thing. After the 5 criminals confessed and stated their motives, they all made this final comment. "Now I've finally become happy." Cork had the facility completely shut down, and the homeless living there all dispersed without ever speaking of what had happened. Deep Woods Hospital has not been demolished nor renewed since the Happy murders. It simply sits there quietly in the forest. What's this? Is this the incident from 15 years ago Keith mentioned? Yikes. I shouldn't have read that. Me reading stuff like that only makes things worse. I'm gonna have even more nightmares. Also, I'm fairly certain that the rat picture from the back is now covered up in darkness. I'm taking it anyway, even though it gave me the creeps. Sure. Why not? Anyway, Pop disappeared through this hole in the wall. Why are you running? Do you hate me now? Good question. Very good question. Okay. I guess I'm gonna have to go wandering some more. Here I go.